Hi, I'm Lucas Mack, and welcome to another episode of the Golden Rule Revolution, where inspiration and purpose come from treating people like people and nothing less. Today, I want to talk about honoring your space. Truly honoring your space. You see, when we don't honor our space, we teach others to not honor it as well. And I don't know about you, but so often I've been in circumstances where people have come into my personal space, be it emotional or physical, in a place where I wasn't ready for it. I didn't invite it, or so I thought. However, I was talking to someone this morning and we had this conversation about an individual, and he was talking about, I don't know if this person should be in my life or be associated with me because I'm on the fence about him. And what I said back to him was, honor your space. Your gut will tell you. Your soul is speaking to you. Always. But it's a still small voice. And the time is now to begin to honor ourselves in order for us to honor another. And this is not self-grandizing. This is not to say serving myself, that everything is self-serving, that I do to get. No. What this means is the way I be, in my state of being, I will honor my being so that I can honor others' ways of being. And sometimes someone's ways of being is not healthy, so we don't allow it into our space. We teach others. We teach others how to treat us by the way we treat us. The law of attraction is true. It's true because what is the most powerful force in the world? It is love. But the absence of love is fear. Love grows. Love explodes. Love is giving. Ahava in Hebrew. It's to give, constantly giving, constantly growing, constantly creating, constantly building. Fear only exists in the absence of love. Therefore, if love is constantly creating, building, growing, giving, when love is removed, fear only stills, kills, and destroys. Fear is the greatest inhibitor to growth, personally, professionally, emotionally, physically. Fear robs. Fear steals. Fear is a thief. And fear has no power. This is the crazy thing about it. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Fear has no power. Fear only exists in the absence of love. Now you think about love and fear. Now I want you to think about light and darkness. Why are we afraid of the dark? Not we as in all of us. However, when we're children, why is it that darkness is associated with fear? Why don't people typically, if they choose to do wrong, do it in broad daylight? Darkness is not a counterforce to light. You've never opened a door to a closet and prepared for darkness to spill forth. It's illogical. It breaks the law of the universe. We know wherever we open the door, light goes in, darkness is gone. Darkness is not a counterforce to light. darkness exists in the absence of light. And fear is not a counterforce to love. Fear exists in the absence of love. We don't need to combat fear. We need to increase love. We don't need to attack and curse the darkness like Benjamin Franklin said. He said, instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. One of my favorite quotes that I've said often on this podcast. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. Light a candle. Instead of cursing the fear, increase love. What does this have to do with honoring your space? Well, without love in you, through you, to give out of you, what do you have? Now, the absence of love is fear. We have a love problem in this world. I don't even know if people really understand what true love is. We get to increase the love, us receiving and giving. And when we receive the love, to give the love, we honor our space. Because we treat people the way we treat ourselves. And we teach people to treat us the way we treat ourselves. If you don't like certain individuals in your life, if you feel they're a negative influence, if you feel like people are bringing you down, it's because you are bringing you down in certain circumstances. And this is not pejorative against any individual. Every individual has the same worth. The same breath that is in their lungs is of value as is mine. The same beautiful value, life. However, what one chooses to do with life determines whether they are worthy to be in your space, your container. We need to honor ourselves. Certain religious texts talk about our body as a temple. Quite a concept. It would be the rare individual and the individual who is not accepted widely in society who would go into a temple, any temple of any religious context, and defame it. Yet, we are so easily and readily willing to defame our own space, be that mind, body, or soul. And it's time we honor our space. We do that by increasing our love. John Mayer wrote a song, "Love is a Verb." And he's right. Why? Because love means to give. Never thinking about what you get in return. That is called lust. I've talked about this quite a bit, where people confuse lust with just sexual context and sexual orientation, and that has nothing to do with it. A physical desire has nothing to do with lust. Lust simply means consuming one's own desires. So where there is love, there will be no lust. And where there is lust, there can be no love, because love is giving. And this world needs more love. It doesn't need more taking. So today is a shorter episode. I want to get on and say, honor yourself, honor your space. Teach people to treat you the way you treat you, which is in honor. in love, in health. And when you do this, you help others to learn to do the same. And the ripple effect continues. So remember, fear is not the counterforce to love. Fear exists in the absence of love. Darkness is not the counterforce to light. Darkness exists in the absence of light. So increase your light, increase your love, and your space will be honored. Thank you for joining the Golden Rule Revolution. My name is Lucas Mack. It's such an honor having you watch, listen, participate in this journey. I can't do it alone. My mission is to see the hurting get healed, the healed go out and heal another. It's time to increase love in this world, to be vulnerable, to be transparent, to be authentic, to live freely. Remember, love gives truth permission to come forth, resulting in personal freedom. And I pray that all of you are free because all of you are healed. Thank you. Download, comment, listen, like, share, and join the conversation of the Golden Rule Revolution. I'm Lucas Mack, and I'll talk to you on the next episode.